Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton, here with Brandon. 5 cards, 5 minutes, uncommons, commons, and trial deck cards for Rent a Girlfriend. Brandon, what's our first card?
First up, we have Bungee Jump, Confession Mommy. When this card is placed on stage, if your opponent has one character that's cost 0, you can remove that from stage. It also comes with the ability of when it goes to Waiting Room, you can pay 2 and choose a character and return it to hand from Waiting Room. Pretty fantastic card, helps remove things like runners or oversizes right away at 0, especially if you're going second. Really fantastic card.
Yeah, this basically just nukes any field plusing 0 or any other 0 that gets something when it gets reversed. So deals with, like you said, runners, oversizes. Also has a little bit of salvage access on it. Probably only going to use that as an emergency option, but it's there if you need to pay out stock. Next up, First Date Shizuru, level 0, 2000 power. It is an on-play salvage Ricky for level 1 or lower characters, so pay 1, clock the top card, and you can salvage a level 1 or lower character. It also has on-play top check, leave it on top, or mill, so on-play surveil 1. It lets you know what you're going to put into your clock when you use the Ricky effect, so if you need color fixing, or if you just don't want to stuff a climax on top, especially at level 1. This lets you do that. Basically lets you go get level 1 combo pieces, that's the goal of this. This profile has existed before. It was the Mordred in Apocrypha. Solid salvage Ricky profile. Also can turn Brainstormers into 5-card Brainstormers.
Yeah, I think the ability to scry into what you're going to be clocking for the Ricky effect, I think is very important and allows you to be able to have a little bit of more flexibility with that as well, like you said. Next up, we have this 2-0 event. Do you mind? So you have to have a character on stage to be able to play this. If you have 2 or less cards in memory, you can put this in. Starting at the beginning of your next main phase, you're able to pay this card out to choose one of the Everyone's Girlfriend Shizuru level 3 combo piece and put it on stage from hand and then give that character 1000 power. So you're able to essentially pay the endgame combo onto field without paying the stock for it and gaining power for it.
It's functionally pitch 1 to play your combo out of hand for free, right? Because you're basically just pitching this into memory, essentially, and then moving it from memory to Waiting Room on your next turn. So you can't do this on your first turn at 2. You can only do this on the second turn at 2. So it doesn't necessarily turn your level 3 Shizuru combo into an early play by default, but it can help you get it out early, and it definitely gets it out there for free. So makes the level 3 combo much cheaper, especially if you can get multiple copies of this into your memory. It's a little hand intensive, but if you can make it work, you can save yourself a lot of stock. Fortunately, it does have a bonder. It's this level 0-1 question Shizuru. On play, mill 2. If there's a climax there, this card gets 3000 power, so it can sit at 5. Also on play, pitch 1 to salvage the event. It just gives more consistency if you're running that level 2 event into level 3 combo engine.
I really like the idea of potentially being able to cycle the event, especially because the endgame combo piece is an Oboro, where it'll be able to bounce back into hand. If you have that event back in place, you're able to then kind of keep spawning this level 3 combo out without having to pay the stock for it, so you can use the stock for other things. I think that's a really cool idea and potentially worth running in a list that can support it. Last up, we have this 1-1, Not a Word to Anyone. Very similar to the Mask event from Slime. Search your deck for a character, put it in your hand, shuffle your deck, put this card in memory. It stays in memory, so you're kind of looking at competition between these 2 events that we just previewed here, whether of cards in memory. And I think that this one has shown great potential with that Slime deck.
It's fine. It's basically a drop searcher on a stick because it's functionally pay 1, pitch 1. It does go to memory, so offers a little bit of compression. I don't see this getting a lot of run. I think the level 2 event definitely makes more sense because it does something that generates more advantage. But this card does exist. It's in the trial deck, and it can potentially solve hand problems. So that's it. Thank you for joining us. On Tuesday, we will be debuting Weiss 101, so be on the lookout for that. A week from now, we will have gameplay featuring the 2 waifu decks we talked about earlier this week. The following Tuesday, we'll have a Clock Talk. We have Springfest updates to talk about, and then after that, more 5 cards, 5 minutes. Until next time, thank you for joining us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.
We'll see you then.